Yeah. I had to go get me a little drinky drink, man. Got to finish telling y'all about this shit, man. You know what I mean? Ooh. If you missed that part one, you better go catch that part one. I'm on part two now. Yeah, that prison shit crazy. My bunkmate was blood. So, so yeah. So I had just let niggas know, you know what I'm saying? I had to work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm back in my room, you know what I mean? Cooling on the phone. So next thing you know, after being in the back in the dorm about 15, 20 minutes, something like that, nigga knock on my door. I jump down. He like, hey bro, you got some singles for sale? I'm like, yeah, I got a few singles. What's happening? You got some food? He was like, bro, you a fuck with me to the store day? I'm like, yeah, bro. I fuck with you to the store day, even though you ain't never did no business with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting shit started, but I know how that shit is, bro. I fuck with you. I'm like, it's on you to kill yourself, bro, cause you don't pay me, you know you dead, bro. Like, it's over with. You can't get nothing else from me. So he was like, bro, I'm gonna pay you, I'm gonna pay you, I'm gonna pay you. So I give him a cigarette, whatever, he push on and shit. Know what I mean, I'm back on my phone. So I called my partner, you know what I'm saying? He on the street, he in the free world. He had just did a bid, you know what I'm saying, and got out and shit. So I called him and shit. He was at work. He was like, yeah, man, this shit feeling real good out here, boy. He was like, shit, at this time, I think I still got like 6, 7 years left. Something like that. Something like that. 7, 8, something like that. It's something I still got a stretch to do. But anyway, he was like, yeah, man, this shit lovely out here, boy. Goddamn. Can't wait till you get out here with me. So I was like, shit, boy, you ain't around no females or nothing, boy, what going on? What you got going on? He was like, yeah, some female work out here. Know what I'm saying? Where I'm at. I said, shit, let me call you on video. He was like, shit, call me on video. So I called him. I hit him on Messenger and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he get a phone to one of the female because he worked at a little plant and he was on the line and shit. So he had the phone to the female. She looked exotic. I'm talking about, I don't know if she was Indian. This off just looking at off the rip. I don't know if she was Indian and Korean, Filipino, Gilamino, Silamino. I don't know what kind of nose she was, but she was bad. I'm like, damn. Shit like this working at the plant, boy, what the fuck? Did what I'm saying in my mind. So I'm like, hey, how you doing? She like, hey. She like, where you at? I said, I'm in prison, boo, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the can right now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm on the way. So she was like, oh, chain gang shit, chain gang shit. I was like, what? I said, you must be done talk to a motherfucker in the chain gang before. So she was like, yeah, I had an experience, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. I was like, hey, look. I said, shit, if you get some time when you get off or whenever, just, you know what I'm saying, get my number. So she pulled her phone out and shit and get my number and shit. So I'm like, oh, I done called me one, bud. And she got a job. Shit. Hey, yeah, we could make some beautiful things happen. So she give bro the phone back and shit. He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, man, I work all around it. Shit look better than that. He was like, man, this shit player. So like, all right. So he was like, shit, I hit you back on my lunch break and shit. I'm finna get back to work. So I'm like, cool. So we hang up and shit. So I get my little workout in. I put on the music and shit. I'm getting my little workout on and shit. You know what I mean? Get my little flex on, doing a couple push-ups and shit. So another knock came to my door. In my mind, I'm like, it better not be this nigga talking about no credit. So I go to the door, open the door. It's the officer. So I'm like, what's up? What going on? She like, what you doing in there? Where that music coming from? I was like, oh shit, I done forgot. I done left my phone on the bed with the music playing. So she come in my room. I'm like, hold up, no, you gonna have to call them boy down here, boy. You ain't taking no phone. So she like, shit, boy, I ain't finna take no phone. I just want to see what kind you had. I said, hey man, look, what you on now? So she like, boy, I ain't on nothing. If I was on something, I'd have been on the radio by now. I was like, yeah. So she grabbed the phone and shit. She look at it and shit. I was like, hey man, don't be touching my phone. You ain't gonna put your number in that motherfucker. So she like, I put my number in there. I got a throwaway phone. So I'm like, man, I thought you were new. She was like, shit, yeah, to this prison. Cause she had just got there. I'm thinking, I seen her with the black and white shit on. I'm thinking she, you know what I'm saying, new Jack. She just came from another prison. So she put a little throwaway number in my phone and shit. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I done got my, I looked down at myself and noticed I got sweat glistening all on me and shit. You know what I'm saying? My little narrow ass in there get my swole on though. You know what I mean? So that girl put that number in that bitch. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? For some reason, my whole beard, you know what I'm saying? That shit like happened a lot of times. I'm gonna tell y'all about all that shit. But yeah, so she leave out the room and shit. I'm like, damn, I hit a 2 for 1. I got one on the street and one in the joint the same day. And I just got my phone. I'm like, oh, boy, this shit. I really got nervous because I'm like, damn, why the hell I'm gonna play this shit? So, uh, you know what I'm saying? I get through doing my little workout and shit. I go take a shower and shit. Before I get in the shower, where the booth at, you know what I'm saying, is right there by the shower damn near. So I look in there to see if she in there. And she sitting right there at the window. She looking dead at me. I got my shirt off and shit. You know what I'm saying? So she smiling and shit. I go and get in the shower. I'm like, what do we have here? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking a shower and shit. So I'm in there rapping and shit. I'm rapping one of my songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping. I'm going in. I'm rapping. That's where I do my thing at, because getting in that water, that's like my peace, man. Getting that element on me. You know what I'm saying? That water bring me back. But like I could be feeling like shit, but I go take me a hot shower. I be straight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in my element and shit. I'm rapping and shit. So I drive and shit, you know what I mean? Put my shit on. I get out the shower. And she was like, oh, why you stop? I'm like, damn, where you come from? She done came out the booth. She standing beside the shower listening to me rapping shit. She was like, yeah, that shit sound good. You should have kept going. I was like, damn, shawty, you should have came on in that bitch. She talking some, why I can't come? I was like, man, shit, you standing outside, you posted up. You know what I'm saying? So I go to my room and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I know niggas is watching, so you always, if you talking to an officer, you know what I mean, out in the open, you got to get in there and get out, because see, niggas be watching and trying to put two and two together. So, you know, me knowing the game, I ain't trying to politic too long. Now, you can come post up at my room, nigga, like, but out in the open, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So, I go to my room and shit. I'm putting my clothes on, my lotion on and shit. So she come in my room again. So in prison, man, you got to keep your locker box up to par and shit. Cause female judge you off the shit you got in your locker. You know what I'm saying? They look in your locker. If your shit on the floor, you ain't got nothing but some state soap and state toothpaste. They really ain't trying to give you no play. Cause shit, you look po, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the po looking motherfuckers caught, cause I done been a po motherfucker that caught folks. So, but yeah, I got my locker box and shit. Mind you, I had done won all that money and shit from playing spades and shit. So my shit on fleek. So she like, shit, can I have a candy bar? I said, baby, you can have all that shit in there you want it. So she laughing and shit. She get the little snicker bar, whatever. So she sit down at the foot of my bed. She sit down. I said, damn, you good? She like, yeah, I'm good. Shit. So we sitting there talking and shit in my head. I'm like, shit, hey, and she in it bit. So we in there chopping it up and shit. She telling me about her baby dad and shit and did that in the third. So in my mind, I'm like, oh. They bitch want me to be a counselor. She want me sitting here and listen to all these problems and shit she got going on. Baby, it costs to talk to a boss. So shit, you know what I'm saying? Do what I'm saying in my head. Like, man, we got one of these females. So we kick it and shit. So I throw something out there. I throw a little bait out there just to see how she was gonna react. I'm like, damn. I love how them pants fit your ass though. You fine as hell. But yeah, anyway, and I go to talk about little shit. So she go to blushing. So I'm like, oh, that go to blush. Cause see, if she went on that type of time, they normally stiff you off the rip if they ain't on that type of time or capping like they ain't on that type of time. But she ain't stiff me. So I'm like, shit, all right. And I ain't even gonna lie, the way she was sitting on the end of that bed and she slick had her legs open a little bit, and that cat was sitting out like Diamond Dallas Page, the wrestler. Y'all remember the motherfucking wrestler, Diamond Dallas Page? Boy, she was doing the diamond cutter down that damn thing. Oh, man, that thing poking up. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? When you in prison, like, you pay attention to every little thing, especially when it comes to a woman. A woman is around, you pay attention to every little thing. Because they completely take you away from the opposite sex. So when you are in the presence of a woman, you notice everything. So I'm like, damn, that little motherfucker, yeah, fine. So that thing know her radio went to goddamn buzzing and shit. So she was like, hold on. She listened to the radio, they were calling her. So she was like 10-4, woo, 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 woo. She en route or whatever. So she leave out my room and shit. I said, hey man, let a nigga get a hug before you leave. She said, a regular hug or a bay hug? I said, shit, a bay hug. So shit, I cuffed that girl. Cuffed that girl. She leave out, you know what I'm saying? I'm drunk because she smelled like fruity pebbles or something in that motherfucker. That shit smelled good. So I'm like, damn. So that thing know my bunkmate, he come back all detailed. He come in the room and shit. I'm like, damn, boy, you back early. He was like, yeah, man, I just had to grab some shit. And you know what I'm saying? I'm out of there. So he do his little routine, take his shirt off and shit. He got the shit strapped around him and shit. I'm like, damn, but they nigga getting this shit by the boatload. So, you know what I mean? We chopping it up and shit, breaking down the cans again, putting it together. So he was like, man, I might be going to the TC soon. I'm like, you going to the TC? He was like, yeah, man, I'm getting ready to get out. So I'm like, oh, damn. So in my head, I'm like, damn, boy, the work finna start coming, goddamn. We just got started, damn. So he was like, man, I already know what you're thinking. He was like, I'm going to get you my spot on the detail, and then you could keep getting to work. I'm like, oh, you can make that happen? He was like, yeah, I can make that happen. So I'm like, shit, all right, cool, bet. So we finished bagging the work up and shit. He was like, look, in the morning, one of my brothers are coming over here to grab something. I'm going to leave it out. He was like, this is for you. He give me 2 cans. And I was like, damn. He was like, just make sure he get this package that I put together, make sure that he gets it. So I'm like, okay, I got you, say no more. So he go take his shower and shit, you know what I mean? I roll me a cigarette and shit. I'm sitting back on the bed smoking. So I go back to thinking about this little female, and plus I got to call this other female that's in the free world. So I'm like, shit, well, I'm putting me some little motion together. Boy, this shit getting crazy. So Bunkmate come back from the shower and shit. I leave out the room and shit, let him get himself together. I'm standing out there in the dorm. So I go to the front of the dorm where the big window is at. And I'm just posted up. I got my back on the window and I'm looking at the booth. When I look in the booth, shout in there bent over at the little refrigerator that's in there, and that thing round. I'm like, damn. So she stand up and shit, and I make sure she catch me looking like I ain't finna look away or nothing. I'm looking. So she stand up and look at me, shit. She go to laughing and shit. I'm like, yeah. So, you know what I mean? I post up for a little while. My bunkmate, he come on out the room and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me know he good. So I go back in the room, I get on my phone and shit. So that's why I stay for really the rest of the day, you know what I'm saying? So she'll change. I say, damn, who I'ma call first? I'ma call that little bitch who just gave me her number in here. I'ma call female in the free world. I say I'm gonna call the female in the free world because I gotta get shorter time, take her shower and eat, probably, you know what I mean, get herself together. So I'm gonna call the free world chick first. So uh I call her number and shit. She pick up, you know what I mean? I tell her who they I'm like, yeah, this Charlie, man, goddamn, what going on? So, you know what I mean, we kicking it. And she was like, you got video chat on your phone? I'm like, yeah, I got video chat. She was like, I wanna see you. So I call on video and shit. She tell me what her Facebook shit is, whatever. I call her, you know what I mean, on video. She ain't got them work clothes on. She got on the little bra motherfucker with the little boy shorts on. I'm like, damn, it be. Oh, she did say she done fucked with a chain gang nigga before. So yeah, she hip. She know what it is. So I'm looking at her and shit. I'm like, damn, I like your outfit. She like, oh, you like it? You know what I'm saying? She showing me her body and shit. I'm like, damn, ooh, ooh. So she was like, your turn. I was like, oh, I showed her, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got the box of briefs and shit on and shit. I show her what I got going on, my shirt off and shit. So she was like, okay, okay, okay. So we talking, we chopping it up. So some way, somehow, the conversation go to sex. So we talking freaky and nasty and shit. So I say, fuck it, I'm finna try it. I was like, man, what that deal though? You got a deal? I know you got a deal though, you know. So she like, yeah, I got one. So boom, I'm like, it's up. So you know, in prison, what we call getting some pussy is when a female masturbate on the phone and you can see it. So yeah, in our mind, we ain't got nothing but our imagination. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna fuck some. So we do our thing, whatever, on the video chat shit or whatever. So she like, you my little boyfriend now. So I'm like, shit, you know, we just cooling right now. We gonna see how shit goes. She tells me, that let me know you ain't shit. I'm like, damn, we just met. Like, damn, you think cause you came off that little round that we locked in, I ain't nothing but a little round and I ain't even getting it for real. Shit, it through the phone. I'm soldier boy. Kiss me through the phone. Kiss me through the phone. Yeah, we through the phone with it. You feel me? I'm like, slow down. She trying to lock a nigga in. So I come up with a bullshit ass excuse to get off the phone because I'm like, shit, yeah, she one of them. Shit. I'ma just try to talk up on some cats round, and that's all I'm gonna do because you already throwing up red flags as it is. So I'm like, she cool, you know what I mean? So by the time I get off the phone, my bunkmate in there, he was like, man, let's make something to eat. So we make a little meal and shit. You know what I'm saying? By this time, I say 3 hours don't went by. So shit. I said, I'm finna call Shawty officer. So I call her, she pick up. She like, what's up? I'm like, man, you know what it is, man. What you got going on? She was like, shit, just got out the shower and nah, I mean, just fed my daughter. I was like, oh, you got a baby? She like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, shit, what, you stay in this town or you stay next town over? She said, yeah, I'm 2 towns over. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we chopping it up and shit, getting to know each other a little better, whatever. So I'm like, shit, where you working at tomorrow? Where they gonna have you working at? She like, I really don't know. They really just assigning us when we get there. For now, we ain't got no permanent, you know what I'm saying, post. She was like, shit, but I don't care where I'm working at. I'm coming to see your ass. So I'm like, yeah. I say, shit, we gotta be discreet for real, cause you know what I mean. I'm trying to have longevity with this shit. I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? So she like, I feel you, but I just want to see you. She was like, even if I don't talk to you, long as I see you. So I'm like, shit, cool. So You know what I mean? We chop it up a little bit more. So I tell her, I said, let me call you on video. Let me see you. So I call her and shit. I see her, we talking and shit. So I'm like, man, let me see what you cook. Let me see what your house look like and shit. So she take me around. She got a nice little apartment, it clean, you know what I'm saying? A little girl look clean, like she well groomed and shit. So I'm like, okay, okay, okay. So she say she do these online classes and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, she got a little head on the shoulder and shit. She trying to get herself together. So we talked for a little while longer. Then she was like, yeah, I gotta put my daughter to sleep and shit. And goddamn, you know, I gotta be to work tomorrow. So I'm gonna holler at you, I'm gonna see you. So I'm like, shit, bet. So I get off the phone with her. I fuck off a little bit longer and shit. So I end up going to sleep. And that morning I wake up and Bunkmate gone and shit. And I remember the package he say he wanted me to get his people. So I get it out or whatever. That thing was heavy, but it was small, but it was heavy though. I said, damn. You know, he got the black tape around that motherfucker. I can't see what it is. I just know that bit heavy. So I'm waiting on Buddy to pull up. I'm waiting on his little compadre to pull up and grab this shit. He done already paid me 2 cans just to hand this, you know what I mean, hand this shit off. So we come back from breakfast and shit. And as soon as I get back in my room, a nigga was like, hey, little Mocha, you got a phone call. So I already knew who it was. So I grabbed a package and I go to the door with it. So it's a Hispanic guy. It's a Mexican. He was like, yeah, you got that? I'm like, yeah. I give it to him and shit. He pushed. So I go back in my dorm and shit. I go back in my room and I get back in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I go to sleep. And that thing when I wake up, they talking about inspection and shit. Inspection. So I get my room together and shit. You know what I mean? Stand out there online, they walk through, they leave out. And mind you, this is on a Monday. It's a transfer night. So that thing, that night came. So the officer came in there after she did mail call. Then she told the people who were transferring to pack up. So she get to my room and she opened the door. So she called my bunkmate name, asking for a GDC number and all that old shit. So he give it to her and she was like, yeah, pack up, you leaving. So he like, damn, we look at each other and shit. She leave out. He like, damn, well, I told you. He said, I didn't know it was gonna come this fast, but I told you. I know I had people working on the street, my lawyers and everything working to get me to a halfway house. So I'm like, damn, boy, I'm glad you leaving. He was like, look, he said, all you gotta do in the morning, you know where the maintenance shack at? I was like, yeah, I know where to make the shack at. He say, ask for Mr. Udoko. I said, Mr. Udoko? He was like, yeah, Mr. Udoko. So, and I was like, oh, that's the African dude that's on maintenance. He was like, yeah. I was like, okay. Okay, I know who you talking about. He was like, yeah, ask for him. When you talk to him, tell him, woo, 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 woo. I sent you, woo, woo. So he already gonna know what's going on. So I'm like, bet. So, boom, I help him pack up his shit or whatever. He leave me everything. He still had hella work, his phone, all this shit. He leave me all. He just give me all that shit. And I'm like, damn, boy, I gotta get rid of this shit, boy, for real. So, about 2 o'clock in the morning, they came and got him out the room, and so I'm in the room by myself. I'm like, damn, my boy gone. So I'm kind of nervous because I don't know how this shit gonna go when I pull up at this maintenance shack. You know what I'm saying? The AM. So I'm gonna pull up though, see what's going on. So shit, I pull up to the maintenance shack the next morning. Part 3 coming at you.